Hello and welcome once again to this NewsMo special where I want to focus on the Monsoon Session of Parliament. A session like no other, extraordinary, because this is the session that is playing out amidst a pandemic. And you can see it in the way in which the session is being conducted. It's a truncated Parliament session. The Lok Sabha meets for 4 hours in the afternoon from 3 to 7, and the Rajya Sabha meets in the morning from 9 to 1, and you do not even have any of the traditional press galleries or central hall meetings that you have during a Parliament session. You don't even have a traditional question hour, and that's why I thought it's important to reflect upon what the pandemic has done to Parliament. Yes, there will be bills passed, there will be ordinances. The government has listed 38 bills, including 11 ordinances for passage in this curtailed session. The question is there going to be any real meaningful debates or questions asked in this Parliament session now that the government is sticking to its stand, no question hour? In fact, in the few opportunities that the government could have been asked tough questions, the government has given one-line staccato written answers. For example, did the government of India have any data on the number of Indians who've lost jobs during COVID pandemic, especially the migrant workers? Did the government of India have any data on migrants who had left the cities and gone back to their villages? All the answers, no data available, no data available from the Ministry of Labour and Employment. When it came to China, Rajnath Singh issues a statement in the House, but no debate. On COVID, truncated debate in Parliament. On the economy, we still don't know whether the government is ready for an extended debate. Now, if these major issues are not debated in Parliament, you could ask, whither Parliament? Of course, as I said at the outset, these are extraordinary times. And let's be fair to the centre. There's an 18-day session being held of Parliament. In state assemblies, or in many of them, we're just having 1 or 2 day sessions. West Bengal, 1-day session. Punjab, 1-day session. So, because you are conducting this session in the midst of a pandemic, the rules have changed. And I think we have to recognize that. But at the same time, I think it is important and valid to ask whether or not, when a Parliament sitting is held, urgent issues of national importance must be debated and the Treasury benches must be held accountable. Why should ministers not answer questions and cross questions in Parliament? Yes, all the MPs are behind glass shields to avoid the pandemic from spreading. Remember, 25 MPs tested positive ahead of the session. But despite all that, just look around the world. When parliaments are held, like in Britain, questions are being asked. And there is the usual debate that should take place. All of which leaves, to my mind, a sense that the government at one level is using the pandemic to ensure that inconvenient questions are not asked beyond a point. Let me also leave you with one more thought. Since 2009, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha did not use 90% of the time allotted during question hour except twice. Between 2015 and 19, Lok Sabha used just 61% of the allotted time and Rajya Sabha 40% allotted time. This is as per the PRS legislative research. So on one hand, you have a situation where the government is using the pandemic as a cloak to say no question hour, and on the other hand, the opposition hasn't quite used question hour as fruitfully as it could have. End of the day, it's Parliament whose credibility is facing a question mark. And our netas, it appears, don't like questions. That's it on this NewsMo special. Thanks for watching.